welcome back, everybody, to Beyond World's Buko Clubbo.
Buko Clubbo.
Yeah. I'll let you introduce. Well, I mean, it's probably obvious what we're going to talk about.
Well, it's in the title. But it's
true.
our first part 4. I don't know if we've ever done a part 3 of something before. We've definitely done part 2s. But this is the 4th episode talking about Dungeon Crawler Carl, and there's very good reason. Very, very, very good reason.
New books.
Seamus giving a double thumbs up there. So yeah, and it's the first time we've been reading the new book with everyone else, because previously,
as it comes out,
all the books were out. And this one I took much slower personally. So it's called A Parade of Horribles. It's the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. Who writes these books?
Dinniman.
Carl Dinniman. Not Carl Dinniman. Matt Dinniman. Carl's in my head because of Carl, obviously. We're a professional team here.
Got notes and everything.
Yeah, all the notes. Instead, we just get high on American Monster energy drinks that taste like chemicals.
And Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
also tastes like chemicals.
No, Coke's amazing. But we're not sponsored by anyone. So to continue, Dungeon Crawler Carl, A Parade of Horribles. Let's preface this real early. Before you got this book in your hands, obviously we were looking around. We're trying to see if we could maybe get an early
sneaky one.
Yeah, sneaky one from any bookshops that had maybe dropped it a day early or two. What was your excitement level going into this?
I mean, pretty high, because it's coming to the close of the series, right? Like, I always talk about the Xander launch. Like, he does them in, like, it's getting to peak now, you know? And so obviously excitement's, you gotta know how, like, how's it gonna end? Because you know how many books there are now as well. When it, like, at the beginning, you're like, yeah, cool, get through it. But now, like, stakes, even though stakes have always been there through the whole series, like, it feels like they're real high now because there's the numbers and everything like that. And just, like, where they are in the dungeon, everything that's happened up until now, and everything happening outside the dungeon. It's just, what the fuck?
And you've said it before, like, with a book series that's this long, so this is book 8, am I right? I feel like it's book 8. We knew book 7 had been out the whole way we were reading the series. We knew Carl and Donut were making it to that what was it, Inevitable Ruin? No, what was Faction Wars called?
This Inevitable
Ruin, that's it. So Faction Wars, we knew that we didn't know it was going to be Faction Wars because we didn't spoil ourselves, but we knew that their story was going to go for a long while. And now it's getting to the end. It's always like, it's an unknown for the first time, being up to date. I was really excited for that. I felt a little bit burnt out. That's why I took this one a little bit long, because I read 3 in such, like, back to back really quickly.
I haven't read a book since. I've started 2 and got through, like, the first 2-3 chapters and just been like, no, I just can't. So yeah, I've had to go and read some manga and manhwa.
Fair.
Just I think again maybe burnout because we did the whole series quite quickly.
And I think I wanted to give this one the time that it deserved. I wanted to not just get it done in a night, and I did give myself a big break from, well, I wanted to know what was going on this floor, and I was like, okay, I can put this down for a minute. Like, shit's gonna go crazy, but I think the intro is a nice steady welcome to the floor, in the sense. I don't
think so at all.
I mean, it goes immediately.
In the sense that starts so fast.
I fucked up my wedding on that one. You know what's going on the floor fast. So when I say it's slow steady intro, that's not what I meant at all. You learn about the floor really quickly.
Yeah,
I completely misspoke. And that's why I could put it down, because I knew everything I could within a chapter or 2.
Yeah, I suppose the rules were pretty simple.
Yeah,
and it was just go.
Yeah,
from there. And each race was very different as well, so it was nicely paced through this book. But yeah, it kind of threw me how quickly it started. Because I mean, the others also, parts of them, some of them have started really quickly, but I don't know. There's been, like, build up in the last couple of them. Like, they've had to be a bit cautious. Not necessarily had to be a bit cautious, but they have been. But this, because I don't know, being on time limits and stuff, and well, what's going on? Let's go, drivers. Who can drive? Who can't drive? Oh, we've got a mechanic now. What the hell? We got some of the mercenaries, not all of the mercenaries. What? Oh, and then everyone else who's actually come down a floor, who everything like that. Oh my god.
So yeah, because there's a lot to remember, and there's a lot that's been going on, right? A huge amount. I'm going to pronounce it wrong. Scolopedra. Who's a scorpion demon?
I could say Scolopendra.
Scolopendra. Okay, we'll go with that. It's easier to say. So Scolopendra has been released, which is this massive big thing that on the end of Faction Wars, we know that's happening. The nothing has been destroyed. Loads of things that are going to be like massively affecting this floor and the future floors. The AI seems to be glitching out. It was just like a really cool intro, but
Scolopendra. Yeah, that looks right.
It did allow me to put it down, but I'm glad I gave it its time. I'm glad I sort of had a little break in between, and when I picked it up again, I was fully in, fully in. And I think parts of it, like we saw a physical copy of one of the books, and you mentioned something about the inside cover, and you're like, oh, you'll figure that out soon. And I was like, I want to know it now. I'm behind again.
It was funny. It was funny, just like waiting for you to. I like this is gonna skip forward like right to the end. But
so we're just gonna say now spoilers for the book.
It's always spoilers.
No, but I just like to say it before we try and do it too hard. So.
Well, I wasn't gonna go like full into it. I was gonna basically do what I did to you to everybody. Was that that ending and the boop and just we'll get to boops, but
I will say as well, Matt knew what he was doing with the boop because he has a little letter at the end of the book, so properly going right to the end now, and the last word of the letter is boop. Yeah. So just like he knew what he was writing. A mad floor.
It was like wacky races on like steroids and LSD at the same time.
Gumball Rally, Mario Kart, you name it. Every kart racer you've ever played. It just
were like all the oh man. Yeah. I just had wacky races in my head the whole time. I kept expecting to see Dusty and Muttley turn up.
I've been reading too much JoJo. Well, not too much, but the racing in the JoJo gets me as well. But lots of things, and that it pulls from all of them. I'd say it pulls from including they'd play Mario Kart at one point, and it's discussed that Samantha is playing Mario Kart using the Wii remote in her mouth and sort of spinning around like a badass and absolutely kicking ass. Donut gets a player killer skull in this one. That's pretty.
Yeah, she's got like. And she got something else crazy at the start of the floor, didn't she? I can't remember what it was. Like when they first open their boxes, because of doing the war crime and her astral paw, she gets like some permanent upgrade thing, doesn't she?
Oh yeah, it hasn't. It's one of those things that's going to become really important at some point.
Yeah, probably. It just seemed like a super OP, and she's like super upset as well. Like she's proper down. That she had to do that, and it's kind of bugging her a bit, which was sad.
It is sad.
She got a cool tiara, so
she did get a cool tiara, and see everyone gets split apart in this book. Because obviously the numbers are going down, the numbers of humans, crawlers left. Well, I say humans because most of them aren't human at this point, but the amount of crawlers that are left is really dwindling.
But luckily now it's because a lot of them took a deal at the end.
Yeah,
I think,
right.
But like the number of deaths on the floor on Faction Wars was a lot lower, like percentage wise, compared to other floors. I think like the amount that went into the amount that finished. I think that number didn't go down too far.
But yeah, this seemed a lot more focused again on Carl and Donut. And what was going on with them. It did have people in their party that were having quests affected and things like this. It didn't seem necessarily as exploratory, I don't think, on Carl and Donut's sort of mental state as maybe the other books have.
Because the start with Donut like come to terms with the floor before, that was, I think, a bit.
I think the start and the end are sort of bookended. Well, not even the end, because at the start she seems quite down, but there's a point even Carl mentions like, oh, she seems. I think they have to. She has to kill. She kills someone. It's an NPC, either an NPC team or when she gets the player killer skull, I think it is, and she's just like, yeah, I didn't want to, but it had to be done. And Carl's like, oh,
Yeah, exactly.
It's happening.
Poor donut.
Yeah, but what was your favorite bit about this book?
I don't know. I mean, obviously the climax and everything was super fucking cool.
Oh, yeah.
Like that whole, I enjoyed like the AI in this one a lot. Like,
Yeah.
I enjoyed the Parade of Horribles and it describing everything. I think I spoke to you about that. Basically, the Parade of Horribles sort of confirmed the theory that the AIs were all the primals, right?
Yeah, something like that.
That was crazy. I was like, oh, that's super cool. Like them finding the singing guild, that was cute as well. I enjoyed that. I really want to listen to the audiobooks just for that, because there's like I told you, there's you actually hear the song, and at the end after it finishes, it's got one of the other songs that someone didn't get to sing but does sing, I think, later on.
Petini.
Yeah, Pony.
Or
We'll
Pony.
just call him Pony. I was going to call him Pony. I can't do
Pony,
that.
Yeah. But he does sing the song in the parade, I guess. So maybe someone else.
He's a very good singer as well.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Good Pony.
The screaming goat, who is now one of my favorite characters.
He's sort of like wisening up.
Yeah,
I think because they've got the intelligence stat, right, and the wisdom's a hidden stat. I think his wisdom's got quite high.
Well, yeah. It's almost like every time he talks, right? There's some sort of mad thing comes out. Spitting facts.
Yeah, not but like his reasoning ability. He's sort of like come to terms, like with Miriam and stuff, like with the race where he had to go through her apartment. Like although that sort of got him a little bit, he still like pulled through. I think before, so he's obviously grown a lot. And he was thinking about making a girlfriend, but don't know. I kind of wonder if that's going to be a bit of a sticking point between him and Donut now because of the ending.
I think it would be okay.
I don't know. I'm just
I have a feeling it'll be okay. I'm trying to think. I asked the question and then don't know what I would say my favorite bit. The water park keeps coming up to me. Something about the devil's hedgehog, Satan's water park.
That was funny.
I don't know. It's just mad and crazy, and I love how the Dwight the unicorn just went over the top of it all.
Yeah, that was a good part.
And was it that part he went over? Or was there another bit? I think it was that bit he went over. No, he didn't. He went over there was something else.
Was it like the factory?
Oh, the factory he went over. Yeah, actually the factory was nah. So they were. Do you know the only bit I didn't like?
Fun.
No, I didn't like the kangaroos. I just didn't get it.
Why?
I thought I don't know. It just was like that's the bit I put it down when I first got to kangaroos because I was just like, there's something. It's not working like everything else in this book has ever worked for me, and I just think it was. I just didn't love it. I thought it was weird. Didn't click. It's the one time I've not understand, and that doesn't put this book down at all in my scoring. Like, not that we're scoring it, but so yeah, that, and to get onto the question, so that would be my least favorite bit. Is the kangaroo bit. What would be your least favorite bit if you had to choose? If you had to,
I mean, like, I don't know. It was all good. I don't know. It's fine. Not really. Yeah,
you don't have to. No one's got a gun to your head.
It's I mean, that's what, because I read it like a couple of weeks ago now. I'm trying to think of like there was no part like the beginning and how fast and just like literally how quick it all started. That kind of threw me a bit and kind of had me out of whack for like a couple of chapters. So maybe like not. So the pacing of that, I don't know if that might be, that was probably intentional, obviously, but that maybe I didn't enjoy so much. But I don't know. I think that again, it was intentional to like make you feel how they are feeling. You
Yeah,
know.
that's a really good
So
point.
it was. So my negative thoughts are actually what he intended, which I don't like, but is also good, and I do like. You know what I mean? It's weird. Oh god, that was a little bit stoned, wasn't it?
Did you have a favorite twist?
I mean, boop.
So okay, so would you say that would be your favorite twist in the book?
I mean,
How that all went down?
yeah. I mean, it was just that was hilarious. Like what?
And so we're obviously talking about the very end of the book. What happens to the centipede god? We'll say. Remind me one more time.
Scolopendra.
Scolopendra. Thank you, Scolopendra. It. We know something mad's going to happen. We know it's going to involve gods. They've said as much.
Yeah, they've hinted a lot of them as well, because like Carl mentions throughout that he's got to deal with the Emberus stuff. Then there's the pig that the Thunder God was in love with, or something.
Pig and Tyrannus.
Yeah, and there was another one, wasn't there? Was the Chaos one?
Chaos and this, the
Eris,
five-sided coin.
Yeah, Eris. I think that one was right.
Yeah, Eris, and you've said Emberus already.
And the praying mantis one that he blew up with with
the buckhead.
Yeah, that he threw Herman at.
Kleppy.
Yeah,
Kelpie.
that guy. Yeah,
the bug-headed human dog. It's not even a praying mantis. It's just a bug's head on a cube, but it's actually a bug on a.
I just picture a praying mantis whenever I see that one. Because of the species, I'm just like, that's what it is.
You know, Half-Life 2 head crabs. I just imagine it's someone with just a head crab on their head. I don't.
Never played Half-Life very much.
That's one we can sort that out.
No, okay.
It was fine. I played it late too. But back to the story. There has been so much seeding of what Carl could do, and like he said, this is Plan C. So this isn't even. This wasn't what was supposed to. But yeah, it wasn't even Plan D. It was a plan fuck up. Is what it was.
Yeah, I mean,
a plan donut.
Which is just every plan.
But the way that their inventories got switched, so that was like an initial trigger where we should have all gone, there's a reason that's happening. That's not just, but everything still seemed to go correct.
I think there's just so much chaos going on at that point. Is you just don't. I mean, for me, I was just like, get to the next bit. What is happening? What is happening? So yeah, I don't think I stopped to think about that much.
I'm also curious because you know the pet biscuit thing. In my memory, Pony had a normal pet biscuit and a sexy pet biscuit. I didn't realize there was a third.
Didn't Carl and Donut get some?
Did they have biscuits?
Yeah, Carl
okay.
Because that was a couple.
That's what was sort of confused me, is because the way, and I don't understand why he would have that in. Why would Carl have had the sexy biscuit in his inventory anyway? That's a whole other thing. I don't remember Pony giving that to him, but that bit doesn't matter. The fact that it got mixed up is, and the fact they thought of that in the first place. So pet carrots have been used loads through this story. The pet biscuit got used already on Penny, so you don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, but because they had multiple biscuits, didn't they? Used it on the piggy, and then they get the ability to summon something that's in the dungeon to the end of the parade, don't they?
Yeah, two people.
Yeah,
or two entities.
Anything's in the dungeon, and
or in
the whole time,
sphere of influence as well. So it could have been like the president. It could be people outside the dungeon.
And that's the thing. He fucking was like pointing to people the whole time. You had a feeling that he was going to bring one of the gods along, but I didn't think he was bringing the centipede.
I thought maybe his wife, because I thought that'd be a really funny thing just to bring her in to, but I didn't understand. I couldn't put the piece together why that would happen. But yeah, to bring Scolopendra.
I thought maybe Agatha. But yeah, she fucking ends up bringing the centipede in, and he's just been like, you know what, rage.
And technically, by using a cheat, he brings a third deity. No, two. He brings a third and a fourth. So he brings Emberus through saying, hey, come here, I know who's done your son. And he brings Tyrannus by threatening the pig. So it's like he has summoned 4 gods in the space of 4 minutes. Like fucking in, and we're told constantly, don't fuck with gods, don't fuck with gods, don't fuck with gods. Here, bend up your gods.
I'm Carl. How's it going? Yeah, it was cute how worried Donut got about Carl leaving the party.
Yeah.
So he could activate thingy,
the punch.
Yeah, the lucky clover. That's what it was.
So you avoid an attack yourself, but it will hit your party member.
Yeah. She's still so anxious that he's going to leave her, isn't she?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it was because I feel like there was a point in the story, and I can't remember what book it's in, you have to forgive me, where she finds out that B was actually planning on trying to transition Donut out and getting a new cat in. And I feel like that has stuck with her. And we've learned that through this book, I'm pretty sure, Donut's memories are not like a human's would be. Like she remembers things from being a tiny kitten being entered into a show like it was yesterday.
Recall. Yeah.
Which is why with the shows and things like that. So she has this weird thing, a bit like Pony does,
but she also
in a different way.
But she also will like exaggerate the point and not say what happened. She'll say how things happen from her perspective, or what she wanted to have happened or thought happened, not necessarily what happened at those events. So, yeah, I don't know if maybe I trust that fully. Like she's got this good recall. I think maybe she's just like being Donut.
Fair.
Being a princess.
There's a thing I wanted to ask you about, and I wondered if you had any thoughts on it. So one of the big questions I had coming out of the book was why Donut's room in the apartments was what it was. So there was an apartment complex where this, to me, was Micro Machines. I don't know if you ever played that on the Mega Drive. That everyone got shrunk down to basically a Micro Machine size, and they went through this apartment building, and each apartment was a different version of what could have happened to a crawler or their family if they'd made a different decision at some point in their life. And Donut's room was where Ferdinand lived, and I just couldn't figure out why.
There's a few theories. I know exactly what bit you're talking about. There's a few theories have been floating around on Reddit, but I don't really know at all. I've read like one or two of them, but
fair.
Not because neither of them were like, oh yeah, made me really think about that bit. I say it.
I'm coming up with nothing at all.
And it's something to do with the cat food as well.
Because that was pointed to being important.
I'm not sure.
No.
So maybe something to do with like Donut having gotten pregnant maybe sometime, and so B got rid of her and gave them to Ferdinand's owner and gave the cat food to them. But like it's a massive stretch because there's no other context to it. Really, it's nothing. It's not really brought up much. Like there's no extra information around it. It is literally all just. I think this might be. There's nothing of substance there, to kind of really sink your teeth into what was going on. They just kind of get through that room real quick.
It feels like it could be important. Like it feels like we've touched on things like the cat food too many times for it, and even the fact whenever Carl mentions something, it's like a, shining big spotlight on the page. So it is. I wonder what that's about.
One of the other ones was because, what was it? I think it was something to do with maybe Carl going to the. I can't remember enough to try and say what it was. I'm trying to recall, but there's a lot more to it, and
Is there any overhanging mystery that you have from this book that you're really looking forward to fruition, or something that you're just has your head scratching and your brain whirring?
The strippers and the desperado.
Oh fuck yeah, Error. Redacted,
Yeah.
sorry, not error.
Um, that I'm like, what the fuck's going on there? And I guess now the cabaret thingy that they've been sneaking people off into.
Is actually, well, there's two, isn't there? Because they've said like, yeah, the cabaret is there, but it's safe.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it's like
welcome to hell.
it's like the 17th floor, right? No, yeah, some of them went to the 14th floor. Some of them went to the 17th floor where the cabaret is. But Brittany and Louis ended up on the 14th, but they're
Yeah,
not actually in the dungeon anymore.
we
They're not classified as in the
no,
dungeon anymore. It was
and it has redacted within that like message as well,
mm,
or error. But it seems similar to what was going on with whoever was in the. I don't know. It's a good mystery.
mm.
God, stripper mysteries.
Yeah, right. Who knew? Well, is anything else? I mean, Lucia.
Yeah, with the kids at the end.
Yeah, there's some weird shit going on
Weird
there
shit
still.
going on there.
But she seems to be a bit more sane now, but not as sane. Like her sane parts are more often now.
Yeah. Well, now without the dog, she's manageable now.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yes.
before she was under Faction Wars rules, because she was like a what they call it when they conscripted. Thank you so much. But she's not under Faction Wars now. So
no, yeah, and she's sort of semi listening to Florida. Like parts of her are listening to him, parts of her aren't.
But at any point, she could have just murdered everyone and didn't.
Mm.
So, and I think old her would have she would have murdered Donut without a question. She wouldn't give a fuck.
Brittany
She tried to.
and the axe that she's got.
Brittany's axe.
Yeah, Brittany's got. So, from rereading the series and from this book, from what I seem to understand, the Vinegar Bitch seems to be like the most powerful god, right?
Which one was the Vinegar bitch?
She turned up at the end of Bedlam Bride when
Was she the one they killed?
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But she's meant to be like super mega powerful. Yeah. She dropped an axe or something. And people are thinking that it's a sentient weapon. And it's her in there. That's why Brittany's sort of gone a bit cuckoo recently.
Yeah, well, they know that it's not just Brittany in there.
Yeah. But they don't know who's the axe. Well, so she didn't drop an axe, but Brittany found an axe conveniently around that time. And yeah, so that one I think will be cool.
And that brings us
and always with Samantha, whatever's going on outside the dungeon, just everything.
Well, you mentioned it. I do want to get on Samantha, but you mentioning the sapient weapons. Poor Dong. He lost. Well, the sock left him because he let it break.
Yeah,
and so that was just such a hard. Because I was like, of course they'll get it back. This now we're going to get the sock, and the way they were like, it's done. Like there was there's not coming back.
Can do.
He is dying. Like,
but he got reunited with his long lost love at the end of it. So
who also got reunited.
Yeah.
Reunited. That was a madness. Trying to stick two bodies back together while a crab chicken truck. And I've got to say quickly, fuck you, Matt, for doing the Rend couldn't handle chips, because we just had no Rend this whole book.
Oh yeah, that was rude.
It was just like, what? You've just written out a character for the whole book because why? Like, I don't. Too much? I just don't. You just had too many players at this point, so you had to hide one of them.
I mean, he's kind of OP, like even
Insanely,
in dungeon standards, like, and I don't know. Carl knows some secret tech with him, I think.
Yeah, well, to be fair, he does.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe even to playing field, they kind of needed to be out of the way, and anyway, and it gave him an excuse to keep them away, right?
Fair.
That might be a stretch, but they kind of needed to not be in the way while they're doing these crazy races, you know. It's a no pet sort of thing, and it was a good reason to like keep them out of the book.
It's fair enough. And we did get to see Prince Maestro though. Fuck him in the ass. So that was cool.
Almost did. He's getting his soon.
Yeah. Well, he's stuck in Groll, isn't he?
Yeah, but he was and then wasn't, didn't he? Like Grohl became himself for a hot sec.
Oh, because has learned that laundry day is the way to get, and that's so convenient. They have that move, and that they've got the god killing
arrow
crossbow. Yeah, sorry, arrow. Yeah, fucking so needed, so needed. Samantha a bit, just because what a reveal in the was it the epilogue? There was like 3 different ones.
Yeah.
But the one with Lewis, where he woke up in Sheol.
Yeah.
And Samantha is like, it's almost like she's finally telling the truth. Like she has known quite a lot of shit. And it's unfortunate because I kind of thought she was always being honest. And I thought I know we shouldn't, if we've been said from the start not to trust her, but I felt like she was part of the party and the way that Carl talks to her. And it just, yeah.
I think she's remembering more as they go down floors.
Okay, now she's way down. She's just remembered it all.
Yeah, but she's got to make the best of a bad situation for whatever reason. And she'll still turn around and be in a good something. Maybe, I don't know.
My theory that I've just come up with this second, because of what she said and how it's going to go, she's going to be the big saver of the book because she's going to kill Apatow because she's going to kill Thingy's mother, and she'll say, "I killed your mother." That'll be it. She's gonna kill someone's mother, and that'll be it. Maybe the AI's eologist or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
She'll kill the eologist and kill the AI's mother and be like, "Fuck you, I killed your mum." She's got to do it. She has to do it.
She has to kill someone's mum.
But yeah, what a reveal that Samantha is. Well, we don't know if it was a scavenger's daughter, but she birthed part of something that's going to end all creation. It's what the fuck? It's so confusing, and I genuinely do find it confusing.
She's also a dungeon creation, but she's not. But she is, but she's not, because the AIs all getting reused, and the star seeds are all being reabsorbed, and all the primal energies and blah 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 blah. What? Okay, cool. Let me read more. Tell me more. Tell me more, Matt.
To that, do you feel, we don't have to go into details because we can, but I'll go into it. I don't understand properly what's going on. I'm not sure quite how to. I think maybe I have to chat with you about it or get some catch up. I don't know. There is a lot happening. Do you feel you have a grasp of it? Like with the 9-tier attack, with the inside outside, the gods, the AI's dad, sort of.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's amazing.
But like, I've read a lot of books that do this and have like bajillion different storylines that all need to converge into one point. Like, so this is just second fiddle.
All right. So let's do a little bit of an ending explained. Right, I'll see if I can ask some questions and see if you know.
Okay.
I'm not trying to put you on the spot at all.
Yeah.
But so the AI was originally a group, a part of a group, a race. There was a race of people.
It was the primals.
The primals.
Yeah.
Were they just a standard race? This primals.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah.
And they decided to group together to create a collective mind.
Yeah.
Once they'd reached a certain maturity, that's what would happen. They'd all join this unity of mind,
collective consciousness.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Okay. Now there was a war.
Yeah.
Was that because some people didn't want to join that collective mind?
I can't remember.
So I wasn't sure what the war was about. Because there's another key player here, which is the.
That sounds about right. It's an easy reason for conflict.
But because there was another, so that created the uologist.
Yeah. Maybe they wanted to be a separate system.
Okay.
They didn't want to be part of. I don't know.
And in doing so, that also then, once they'd created their one sapientness, wanted to wipe out all other life.
Yeah, they sort of I kind of got Borg vibes.
Okay, so they create their one sentient thing and then wipe out everything else because it's too dangerous to keep it.
Well, so they did it to become like a hive AI mind that could, so they could all like whatever live forever, right? And but not be living forever, have like this mad knowledge, and then they realized that biological life was a problem. basically. So to me, essentially, they are just the Borg, the primals.
Okay.
They became Borg, but without actually having the Borg. They just became a hive mind consciousness sort of thing. But then also became the system.
And once they
So some of
became
it,
that,
yeah, it
because
is like all
once they
convoluted and confusing.
okay, so okay, because once they became that, they then went to sleep. The ologist then put itself into hibernation because
Yeah, it
and
thought that it had succeeded,
okay,
basically.
but there's also a point where they talk about it wasn't anything to do with that, and it was actually just going to reawaken, and it was storing energy and like readying itself. That was also hinted in one of the epilogues.
That's the thing. Like, I guess it's all just conjecture because
Okay,
nobody actually
nobody actually
knows.
knows.
So,
Um,
I possibly.
okay,
I
because
mean,
then that does make a lot more sense why Agatha, because Agatha's character, there was different primals. One of them was it seemed like it was pro-life. That was my understanding. If we say pro-life in the universe, and that went to war, and I don't really understand what happened there. But there was a basically, let's call it Agatha, the equivalent of her, and she, this is where I just get so confused because then the guardian, the security guard of the AI would chuck out little bits of itself, which would be the primals that were trying to get back into the dungeon that were seeded throughout like humanity and stuff like that we've met. And then the other life form was the Agatha one. But it seems like she wants to destroy all life in the universe because she outright said that's what she wants to do. Which then puts her in bed with the zoologist after all. So maybe she changed her mind. I don't know. I'm so confused.
yeah, I mean, I'd probably have to reread it to properly.
And the only
Get my
thing is,
head
he
around it.
explains it really well. The AI does explain it well, but it just so much in such a short amount of time. So
Yeah, there's a lot
such
of
important,
there's a lot of information dumping.
and it's all throughout the parade where he's just like, "This is what's happened." Like for example, I don't understand what the horribles were. Actually, they were just representations of the primordials. Because
So
that's it. There's primordials.
primordials.
I've made that up. That's from something else. Just primals.
So the way I sort of like think about them is sort of like Hohenheim and Father. Like Hohenheim had all the souls inside him. That's what the AI is, the consciousness of all of them, but it still has all of the consciousnesses inside itself, I think. And I think it's maybe something like that. That's how I kind of sort of understood it. 'Cause I'm pretty sure I was like, oh shit, homunculus.
Yeah, that's a way of understanding it.
Sort of, I think. So, like, while they are individuals, they are also the collective, and they are also sort of aware that there is a bajillion things that are making up them, but they are also all individuals. Like the thing is an individual, which is kind of a fucked up thing. So that's sort of maybe why it's so convoluted.
And because at the same time, the AI has become this dungeon AI is looking to sort of
Become
test
the new,
how far it can go. Yeah,
yeah. It wants to push the limits.
and
So
it
I'm
seems to be
enjoying
waking up
life.
other AIs, which is why other systems are blinking out and things like this. It seems to be having a way of really,
Yeah, it's actually able. It's like it's basically Skyneted and got onto the internet almost. I feel like
yeah.
So it can now, but it hasn't reached the whole internet yet. It's just reached a few critical systems.
But it seems to be using that network, the relay network, which for the longest time I just was like, yeah, okay, that's how people,
Yeah,
move systems and stuff.
I was just like Mass Effect in my head. I just pictured those things everywhere.
But you've nailed it because if I'd have thought that first, it's just like Mass Effect. So it's shit they just found and shouldn't have fucking
Yeah.
touched.
Oh yeah.
It's like exactly that. They using it for the wrong purpose, and that the AI sort of hints at that. The AI
they're
has
using
become
Reaper
so
Tech.
important.
They're definitely using Reaper Tech, 100%.
And it's gonna bite them out. And it seems like oh my god, it's Mass Effect in the dungeon. It is. They're gonna wake them up. They're gonna come, and it's gonna be a big war. AI versus everything that's alive. But I can't see Carl ever. This is where I don't Carl. I can't see ever giving a fuck. Like he just
So I don't think it will go that far. I think the AI will probably like either absorb all the consciousnesses or something like that, and all of them will become it,
Okay.
and he will become like it's going instead of there being like a center system, he's gonna like trying
He's
to think.
becoming a really fucking massive GLaDOS.
I think he's going to take. It's going to take control of everything, and it's going to end up being one thing, but having like the center system AI, and it's going to make a space where everyone can live. Because Carl's going to do some shit. Carl's going to die, right?
Oh yeah,
He's
no
not.
question.
He's like he isn't living through the end of
No,
this book.
neither's Donut though. Just so you know, they're both. I think they're going
I
together.
think Donut will.
Survive.
Yeah, possibly. But I also think that Carl won't actually be dead because he'll be primal starseed. He's going into the AI.
Oh,
And you know how the AI's got a thing for Carl.
yeah.
I
Feet
think Carl
first.
is going to be an AI, maybe, or he's going to have like, hit Carl's consciousness within the AI is going to have like a, a prominent spot, let's
I like
say.
that we've transitioned into what we think is going to happen because I've got no idea, man. It's cool that you've got
I know,
these.
I
I
know
just
Carl's
don't have a
dying.
clue.
And
Yeah,
do you know what? He might not.
I
He might
think
not even.
him and Donut will, and the reason I think it will be both of them or neither of them, and that's why I'm verging more to both of them,
Because,
is it's
yeah,
comments like Donut made it in this book. Like people are always saying about what's going to happen to you if I die. No one has started considering what would happen to me if you do. Like you're constantly like and you know how Carl thinks when he's scared about losing Donut, how insane he goes, how he loses all rationality, drops every bomb that he has in his inventory. Which Carl is a fucking clever guy. That's panic, that's fear, that's love. She feels the same way. She's not gonna.
yeah.
And now we know how fucking powerful Donut is. She kill everything. Donut is, and they keep saying this. She's the most powerful crawler
Oh,
in the
yeah,
dungeon,
she
and not
is.
far off creature. When you consider the levels of gods, she's god level.
Well, I mean, she's like 100 levels under a god.
Well, the gods are about 250, and what I thought she was
She's like
250 now.
no, she's like 130 something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought,
the end of the last floor, she shot up,
but she hasn't moved
did.
since then.
Yeah, she because she comments on it through the book. She's like, I just killed fucking loads of them, and I got like no XP. What the hell?
I think she was like at one point, like she's wall of fire, just obliterated everything.
Yeah, like was it in the factory or something?
I thought it was the skull creatures that were coming down.
Oh,
You know the skulls that was called the hermit crabs that lived in skulls. They're like tentacle creatures. I think she wiped out just like
oh yeah, the entire species or something.
yeah, pretty much. And she was like, "How do I gain level?" Yeah, you
Yeah.
chopped out. Okay, but she's still the most powerful crawler. And
Yeah.
some of her skills are.
Oh yeah, her astral paw thing is that's a like I saw a crazy bit of art the other day, which was like Donut Shadow sitting on a tail looking at her paw. Everyone sat in like the background, but in the background of them was just her giant astral paw, like with the blood dripping down it and shit. It was super poignant. It was very cool. I wish I screenshotted it. No, I'm hoping I can find it again.
That would be cool. But yeah, I think that they would both have to go because of that. Otherwise, or Carl will go and Donut will go insane and it won't end great because they've lost so many now. We've lost Lewis, we've lost Katia, although potentially we'll hear more about Lewis because he's not dead. But yeah, loads of the crawler team. There's 28 left.
Yeah, but
and they're all in the same guild.
But all those guys are going to be so strong.
Because has anyone made it past this floor?
Ellie is about to become insane. She's about to complete the four seasons thingy, and like I think she's gonna catch up to Donut like very, very quickly. Like they were banging on about how that's gonna like no one's ever done that before, and it's meant to be
really
something. No one's ever completed the 4 seasons build.
I thought there was something that said at some point about if she'd have had the frost part, not frost, but one of them, something bad would have happened. But she didn't have it yet, so it didn't matter. And I was like, oh, I wonder if that'll. I think there was an item or something, some equipment or.
Oh, maybe it might have just been for that scenario. Like, okay. Oh, guys, thank God she doesn't have this.
Thank God, yeah, okay, that makes more sense. But yeah, oh my God.
But she's going to be everyone. It's like everyone's going to be in set. I'm happy like Leonard's gone. Like, so
Yeah.
she decided to be rational.
Well, yeah, just fucking murdering people. But again, I think she wasn't aware quite what it would mean to be a murderous,
Yeah.
rampageous motherfucker at that point.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until the end of the first race they were like, oh,
Yeah.
we fucked up. And then I think we find out she did love Jurgen. Was it Jurgen that she was with? No. Who was Linar with? Linar and her brother, Jin Lee.
Brother's friend.
But it was his brother's friend. I thought that was Jurgen, but whoever that was, turns out because that's who she was partnered with. Jurgen was with Pony. So whoever that person was,
yeah.
That he at one point mentioned like, oh, I thought I'd end up marrying her and it'd be the best thing ever, like marrying my best friend's sister. That'd be incredible. And then she at the end's like, yeah, I always loved you. See you later. And it was like, oh fuck, like that was touching. And I also think Louis and Samantha are going to end up a couple.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. She's going to wear him down, or she's going to come back with like not be ahead and be like Louis' perfect girl, or like maybe Samantha and Juicebox will fuse.
Well, Louis, oh, that was sad. We never really touched hugely on that, but Juicebox and Louis, what a sad thing that went on there. I hope Juicebox's okay. The AI quietly, rightly pulls out at one point during this book. Maybe you should check in with some of your buddies if you can. Should have probably thought about doing that. The AI is giving us a lot of hints.
Yeah. I mean, yes, but I try not, if they're not being brought up like consistently, if they're not part of the plot narrative, I think they're always going to be fine until the next part of the plot.
Yeah, well, they always are, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't kill them off screen and just go, oh, okay, they're dead now. You know. My head was atrocious.
And last question for you.
Sorry.
We can. I was just going to last question for you, and we can keep going if you want, but we think I need an hour. We could talk about this for another 10, I think. But I want to pose you, do you think B makes a return, or did we see the last of her in that lovely little polish off? Because it seems now Ferdinand's the key player in the B life history thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really see her coming back. No.
Yeah, I'm going though. And I don't want to do either.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. It's been a few books, and like Donut still brings her up casually in conversation. So maybe, but I don't know how. Like, unless, like, Carl had somehow, like, but she was cheating. So I was going to say, unless Carl had somehow got her pregnant.
Yeah.
And, like, she just sort of, like, now it's been about that long.
That would be.
But she was cheating on Carl, so it might not have been Carl's, you know? Like, you wouldn't give a fuck. You'd be like, no, you were fucking the other dude, bro. I don't give a shit. Like,
I ain't raising no one else's kid. I got
your cat, yeah, right? I'll take the cat. You can have the kid. Go on. The one I saw people hypothesizing about was Brad coming back. Because he got...
fuck, yeah.
But
didn't he get...
I don't think... Yeah, he got, like, sort of murdered, but maybe not murdered. It was off screen. Like... He didn't necessarily, he was in a bad way,
and I can't see
get like killed, but he's the only one.
I can see no reason for B to come back. But I can see even less for Brad. If was his brother,
there was some shit going on with the lawyer as well, wasn't there? Towards the end,
the lawyer got his so someone has got his family.
With his family, yeah.
And I love how his niece just fucking kneecaps him and shoots him in the head.
But yeah, so he's gonna have so Carl's not gonna have any representation for a hot sec.
Yeah, potentially. It does seem like Oren. It was Oren here,
and
or was it
married?
Oren's the liaison? So married with kids.
No, was he married with kids? Carl is married.
Carl is married, yeah.
Right. We introduced to Carl's wife, who Donut totally.
Oh yeah, that was the start of this book. Fuck.
Eradicates. It's like, oh, that was hilarious. That actually might be one of my favorite parts of the book, you know. Just Donut being like, oh, this is being broadcast, is it? Oh well, you know what? I sure would hate it if the Princess Posse put out like a 50 million credit hit on you. And I would really, really, really hate that. It would be terrible for you, wouldn't it? For sure. What? That was
But
great.
I thought that bit was. I think we even spoke about that bit early on because it was like, how cool was that? But what I found it sort of went back against that a bit is that the guy who took his lawyer's family mentioned that it was on her behalf, and I was a bit like, oh, so she's still at it.
Oh yeah, I mean, if she's safe, then why would she wants the money, right?
Fucking insane.
She's gonna carry on trying. I mean, I'm guessing, or she put that hit out before.
Maybe, yeah.
Some
but
people
that was
were
the
still
only bit I thought undermined it a bit. But what a book! Oh, I wonder how long we're gonna have to wait.
I'll go 2028.
Yeah,
maybe late 2026, Christmas 2027.
Well,
I'll subscribe to his Patreon in like 3 months and see what goes
on. I'm very excited for the next one. I don't think it's something I'll necessarily reread, but I am very curious about these audiobooks. Everyone keeps going on about them, so
they are meant to be very, very good.
Yeah,
like I think it's Jeff Hayes does the reading. He's meant to be. People bang on about it. I think there's like 2 or 3 books for Dungeon Crawler Carl in audiobooks top 10.
Yeah,
something like that.
I heard that they are massively a huge reason why it's got the popularity it got was through just how good the audiobook was. So I don't know if it'd be as good as Andy Serkis's Lord of the Rings. We'll see.
I don't know, man. I've heard like genuinely phenomenal out of this world things.
And it's not the end of Dungeon Crawler. We have loads of Dungeon Crawler stuff going on. I think they've made it impossible to ever do I think they are doing a TV show, but there's never, you can't do it. You cannot, unless you're going to be properly blue. Like, and I mean, like it would make the boys look like Teletubbies. Do you know what I mean? Like that's this. I can't see how you can, unless it's animated. Maybe they can get away with it.
It depends on who's producing, man. Disney got the budget. Who else got the budget? Like
maybe they're just hoping they won't get to this book.
Amazon got the budget.
There was a point where we had a Minotaur's dick helicoptering around in 2 different parts while being glued back together in a gimp suit. That's what I'm saying. They've made it that's not, you cannot show that you cannot show, and that's so, the dick isn't integral, but the dick is integral. The dick, God, it would be that's what I'm saying. It's the boys on makes it like Teletubbies.
Yeah, I mean they did with the boy. The thing is, I wouldn't. They showed that with the boys. I don't know. Yeah, but animated would be fine.
I think animated they get with it.
Yeah, animated would be cool as long as it stays away from Netflix if it's animated. But then again, I don't know who would do it for Netflix. Who else would do it?
Who is doing it? Someone's doing it. Let's see if I can put it up before we say goodbye. Who is doing the Dungeon Crawler TV show? Peacock.
Oh no, they got money.
Okay, so Universal International Studios, Seth MacFarlane's Fuzzy Door, Peacock. Writer, executive producer is Chris Yost for Thor Ragnarok and the Mandalorian. Executive producer is Seth MacFarlane. Producer Matt Dinniman. Sweet, so he's a producer, so maybe it's gonna be okay.
Hopefully. I mean, early seasons won't be so bad.
I hope it doesn't mean that we're waiting 10 years for the last book because he gets too busy doing all his other shit. But
nah, I don't think so. I think he'll bang because no, I'm not gonna.
He even made a comment on it in his letter at the end of the book. Made a comment of like, I can see why because now he said something like, now I'm fully aware that thousands and thousands of people are going to read the next book as it comes out, as opposed to, before when I was starting this, it was just, minimal numbers. And he can understand the pressure some people would feel under the sort of like hint, not naming any actual names. It's like, yeah, like I can absolutely see that perspective, but he sort of says, fuck it, I'm going to go hard. So
yeah, I mean,
go hard, Matt.
Just carry on with the chaos and the craziness.
I love that, carry on with the chaos.
Can't go wrong, man. It'll be awesome.
Is there anything you want to add before we say good night to the lovely people? Well, good night, good day, good morning, whatever it is.
Boop.
Perfect. I'm leaving it there.